Hello, sports fans. It's me, Sportsman Z, Bob Zolke. And today I am here with the first game of a play at home series, a series that's going to be separate from the two hockey leagues that I'm in, of the 1990-91 NHL season. And for this season, I'm going to be taking the Minnesota North Stars instead of the Islanders. Many of you may know that I'm an Islanders fan. There are two reasons for that. First of all, in 90-91, my favorite team was the Minnesota North Stars. I was a Minnesota North Stars fan until they picked up and moved to Dallas. And so I have not been a fan of the Stars franchise since then, but up until the time that they were no longer the Minnesota North Stars, I was. So that's reason number one. I'm playing a season in which I was actually a fan of the Minnesota North Stars and not the Islanders. The other reason is that the Islanders were a heck of a lot worse than Minnesota. So, Minnesota was... Now, Minnesota was not very good. Minnesota was 27, 39, and 14, but they did make the playoffs with a late season push. I think they were the last seed in their conference, and they actually ended up going to the Stanley Cup Finals, and I believe losing, I want to say, to Philadelphia. I'm not sure about that. Leave a comment in the comment section if you know what the deal was that year, but I think they did go to the finals and lose to Philadelphia. But before we get started, I want to remind everybody, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell and share with other people. If you like what you see and you want to see more and you want to know when I post more, make sure that you subscribe and so that you can see whenever I have a new game put up or whenever I have a new commentary on something that's happening in the sports world. So anyway, as I said, this will be a season that I will replay. I am not going to show every game of the season because there are like 82 games. So, and that would be quite a bit to televise 82 games on the channel. But I will give updates every so often on the season, and every so often I will show an actual game from the season. The difference being between the hockey leagues that I'm in competitively is that I will not be televising any of those games. I will simply just be giving updates every so often, every month or whatever. The updates on this league might be more frequent, but anyway, let's get started. We want to go to new scheduled game. As you can see, all of the games are scheduled to be auto-played, except mine, because obviously I took Minnesota. So we will, we're going to say play day, and that should play every game except ours. And then we're going to say close, and then we're going to go back up and click on the league again, and then new scheduled. And you can see all of those games have now been played, and then we will say play selected game, and it is on manual. And St. Louis, we're playing the St. Louis Blues. They will be on Computer Manager. Or yeah, let me put them on computer. They'll be on Computer Manager, and I'm going to put mine on computer lines and human decisions. And the reason I do that is because if I were to just say human control, I have to change all the lines as well, and that gets to be kind of a pain, and sometimes you let the guy stay out there a little too long and they get tired, and the computer's going to take care of that for me. So let's get started, and let me lower the sound a little bit so that it's not so overwhelming. And we will move everything up here a little bit. Now, I don't have many of the player images for 90-91, which is too bad. And I may work on that because that enhances the game. I always like when you can see the player images. But anyway, we'll do the face-off. And now this is more of a Strat-O-Matic hockey is more of a highlight game, a highlight-driven game. It just kind of just tells you what's going on in the sidebar, and without a lot of movement of the puck. And then you have to hit next action every so often. That would simulate you picking a fast action card if you were playing the card game. All right, so now we got Ulf Dahlin has a penalty. So there's going to be 2 minutes where we are going to be shorthanded. And that's not going to be good. The goalies are John Casey for us and Curtis Joseph for St. Louis. I loved Curtis Joseph. He was awesome. So as you can see, it's still, it's doing, it'll stop when I have to make a decision about something, or when somebody else gets the puck or whatever. But on the sidebar, it basically just tells you things that are going on without actually showing those things going on. Neil Broughton has a chance to intimidate Cavallini, and I guess I have to try to do it. And he didn't get him, and so now we've got Cavallini taking a shot. And it looks like it's going to go to the, yes, it goes to the defensive center, although we don't have a defensive center because he's in the box. So, all right, Broughton's got it. So now the next action. Usually it asks me to, okay, let's see, select a player for a shot. I'm going to take Neil Broughton. But you see where it's, how I'm saying it's kind of highlight driven. And I'm just going to take the shot because we're short-handed. I'm not going to try to penetrate, because I'm not sure how that would work if I was short-handed and he was at full strength, and his defensive left defenseman stops the shot. It looks like Joseph did, but really I think it was his defensive left defense. And so Cavallini has the puck, and so he will. I want to say I like the computer game better, because it seems like line changes don't happen quite as often in the board game. Now, if you, if you've got, it's been years and years and years, maybe 30 years since I played the card game. So maybe I'm wrong about that. So leave a comment in the comment section if you avidly play the card game of Strat-O-Matic hockey. But it just seems to me like way too much happens before line changes happen. They only happen like 2 or 3 times a period, which is not realistic. And we have a shot here, and it's going to be defensive left defenseman. Clark Gillies has a shot on Joseph, and the left defenseman will pick it up. Now that one Joseph did save, and then the left defenseman picked it up. So yeah, leave a note in the comments if you, and really in general, if anybody out there likes the board game better than the computer game and you've played both. Okay, Brian Glenn has the option to intimidate Rod Brindamore, and I'm going to say yes. And, let me know what you think. Personally, I like the computer game better. It keeps track of the time. It keeps track of the statistics. And what do we got here? Goalie rating and a goal roll goal. So they scored. Rod Brindamore scores on a shot against John Casey. So we're losing 1-0. And again, I don't know how discouraged I should be about that. I mean, I think St. Louis at this time was actually a pretty good team, and we, like I said, the North Stars were the last qualifying team in the in their conference. So anyway, we'll see what happens here. They've got the puck. But yeah, I mean, I like the computer game better. It keeps all the stats. It keeps the time. It seems like the line changes happen very frequently, more like they would in real life. Doug Small has an outside shot. I'm going to just shoot because he's not good at passing, nor is he good at trying to penetrate inside. And it's going to be defensive left wing. Yeah. So it was the shot was stopped by the defensive left wing. And so now St. Louis has the puck back. Okay, we have another shot, and this is just going to be probably an outside shot with no choice on it. And it's a goal. All right, we scored. So it's 1-1. That's pretty cool. On an outside shot. I mean, that is pretty impressive. So Bobby Smith with his first goal of the year on an assist from Doug Smale. And so we've got a face-off. See what happens here. Okay, they've got it. Their left defenseman has it. And we got 15:04 left in the first period. All right, I can select a player for the shot. I am going to select... Yeah, Mike Craig is, I guess, a decent option. The computer, when you have a player for a shot, the computer will recommend somebody. Usually, I guess the computer recommends the highest rated offensive player on the ice. You can always decide that you want to go with somebody else. I suppose, all right, Neil Wilkinson has the option to intimidate Paul McLean, and it's an 85% chance, so I'm definitely going to do that. Of course, when you intimidate somebody, you risk the chance of getting a penalty. But if you don't intimidate them, they just go in unencumbered for a shot on goal. So you should do it whenever you can. Usually if it's a 20% chance or less of me being successful, I will still let them just go in and shoot, because the chances are they're going to get in anyway, and I'm not risking a penalty. Now here we got 25% chance. That I will do it, but see, again, Brian Bellows couldn't ride Brian Hull off the puck, so he's going to come in and shoot on Casey, which can't be good. And it will not be. It's going to be a goal. So Hull comes in and he scores. And so are the perils of either being unsuccessful in intimidating somebody or not doing it at all, opting not to do it. So they're up 2-1 on 3 shots, which is really kind of crazy. John Casey's allowed 2 goals on 3 shots. That's not good at all, and he is the starting and best goaltender on this team. All right, now select a player to get the puck. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select Brian Propp, even though he's I'm not. I'm going to select Tenorti. And the reason I'm going to select Tenorti is because he's across from an A penalty guy. And when you have the chance to give the puck to somebody, because you can see right here it's an A penalty, the guy that he's across from. When you have the chance to give somebody the puck, if you give it to somebody that's across from an A penalty, there's a chance that that player will cause a penalty. And then you will get a power play. And in fact, he was across from Garth Butcher. And guess what? Garth Butcher has a penalty, but so does Tenorti. So, I don't know. I think this is offsetting penalties. But you get the point. If I hadn't given it to my own guy that had a high penalty, that I might have actually come out ahead there. And maybe I should have given it to somebody on the front line with a lower penalty on my team that was across from maybe a B or something, and then gotten a penalty and a power play. But didn't work that way because all right, we got more offsetting penalties. Doug Smale for me and Bob Basson for St. Louis. So, yeah, there's a lot of penalties going on, but they're all offsetting, and so there's no power plays for anybody. And now we're down to 12-12 in the first period. And Tomlinson has the puck. And, of course, the next action card. Now, and there's different settings, and I don't know exactly how to change the different settings to be different, but like in my league, I don't have to hit next action. It just goes until I have to make a decision. But in this version of the game, I actually do occasionally have to hit next action, i.e. pick a fast action card, even though I don't really necessarily have to make a decision on like who to give the puck to or whether to take a shot or not. Okay, so now I've got another chance. I have to intimidate. 40%, I'm going to do that, but it didn't work. So Tomlinson is inside to take a shot on Casey again, and he can't score, so he can't even come up with a goalie rating. So that's kind of cool. I always like when you see guys like that. And if somebody didn't have a goal that season, then that's probably going to be the case. They won't have a goalie rating on their card. They won't be able to score. The best they can hope for is to get a rebound, and then someone else on the team pick up the rebound and shoot and score. So now I've got another chance, Dahlquist, to intimidate at 40%. 10:22 left in the period. Dahlquist can't knock him off the puck, so it's Adam Oates inside. Probably a young Adam Oates, although. So we got a goalie rating and a face-off. So Casey stops that one, but he covers it up, or he will. And then that's going to be a face-off. So we're facing off, and we'll see who gets it. So we got it. Smale has it, and I have to hit next action. Outside shot. All right, somebody takes the puck away. Cavallini takes the puck away and has an outside shot only. And he will get a rebound. And he's going to deflect it in front. Sometimes when you get a rebound call on the cards, the computer gives you a chance to have somebody deflect the shot. And that's going to go to the defensive center. And I've got a choice to give it to select a player for possession. And in this particular case, I'm going to take Smale, even though he probably has a high penalty rating, because he is across from an A as well. Bob Basson, I suppose, is also an A. So, next action. And result is a penalty, and let's see what happens. Bob Basson gets 2 minutes, so see, that was a good call. You give it to somebody across from an A penalty, and now the North Stars have a power play with 9:17 left in the first period, losing 2-1. And they've got possession of the puck. Let's see if we can get it back away from them. Failed to skate. See, that's one of the options you have when you're short-handed. The three options you have are to ice the puck, to clear the puck, or to skate with the puck. All right, I'm a player for a shot. I'm going to give it to Gardner. Dave Gardner. Or Dave Gagne. Dave Gagne. Now, he can pass, so I'm going to say pass because he's a 72% passer. And inside shot for right wing off of that pass, and that's Modano. Mike Modano, unless he can get him off the puck, and he did. He got him off Scott Stevens, hammered him off the puck. Surprise. So, we had a chance there, but couldn't do it. Now, he skated successfully there. And the options usually are, like, if you do these settings for a game that you're going to have your CM playing against other teams, you can only skate twice. You can set your player to skate twice. But in the game, if you're actually playing it, you can skate as much as your guy keeps the puck. I usually do that with guys that are skating like sometimes 10 and certainly 11 and 12, but and more. But if they're below 10, I usually just clear the puck. And the difference between clearing and icing the puck is that icing the puck, I think, is more difficult. It takes more time off the clock, but it's more difficult to do. And so the penalty expired, and we did not get any goals. Now Dahlquist is in on Joseph for a shot. And we don't have much of a chance of scoring. He had goalie ratings, but like one was at 2 and one was at 12. So, but yes, icing is more difficult. It takes more time off, but it's more difficult. Clearing is easier. It doesn't take quite as much time off the clock, but you are more guaranteed being able to clear the puck than to ice it. So there's going to be another shot. Let's see what happens there. Goalie rating 7, goal. Casey, again, not very good. And again, he's the best goalie we've got. I mean, I don't know how you would get this team to the playoffs, but let's see if I can do it. All right, so now we have a face-off, and the first period still isn't over. You can make the settings quicker, but I like to see what's going on, and I like to take it easy and make decisions through the game. Rather than, like, you can almost set it so that it's like a pinball, so that it's the puck's all over the place and it's constantly asking you to make decisions, and the game is over in 15 minutes. But I feel like there's a lot that I miss if I'm doing that, and for a play-at-home league especially, I'm not going to do that. So outside shot for left wing. So now St. Louis is up 3-1 with 4:50 left in the first period. The North Stars did have good scoring, though. They did have good. They had good forwards, like Brian Propp and Gagne and Madano and Cicerelli. All right, so now there's a 2-minute penalty for Cavallini, so we have another chance on the power play. Bobby Smith, and back in the 90s, the face-off, instead of being in the other team's end that committed the penalty, it would come to center ice. So you see the face-off is at center ice, and we have the puck. So let's see what we can do here. We really need to get a goal here. I mean, that has to happen, I think. And that's going to be lose to the defensive right defenseman. And Garth Butcher, successful skate. And let's see what he does now. Intercepted. Propp intercepted it and's got a shot. And it looks like that's going to be, well, no, he doesn't have a center, so it should go back to somebody on my team. Nope, Basson got it. Failed skate, so rolled an 18. He was a 12. And if you can see that on the side, it says 12 and then in parentheses 1. What the 1 is if a 1 comes up and you're skating with the puck, you get a breakaway. Your player gets a breakaway. All right, I'm gonna give the shot to prop, I guess. And then I'm going to try to penetrate inside instead of passing, and he did penetrate. So now it's prop from the inside on Joseph. Really not that good. All right, so a rebound came up. And offensive center if a 2, and that is Bobby Smith, who already scored 1 this game. And we got a goal 9 result, or goal 15. We got roll the 9, and we got picked a 9 card, and got a result of goal 15. So Bobby Smith scores his 2nd goal of the game and 2nd goal of the season to cut the St. Louis lead to 3-2. And so now a face-off, and their player comes out of the penalty box. Not sure how much time was left in the penalty, but it would be over anyway now because of the goal. All right, next action. And Ron Wilson has an inside shot. Former coach of the Capitals and the Sharks. And he got a goalie rating, and he got an 11, which is a rebound. And any offensive player, so Bob Basson's going to take that rebound. He gets a defensive left wing, so the puck goes to the defensive, to my left wing, Duchesne. And now we have 1:19 left in the 2nd period. And failed to penetrate. Their player did. 39 seconds left in the 1st period. And he's got the puck back. Penalty. Coincidental minors offsetting. So that's the end of the 1st period, and here we start the 2nd period with home left defenseman. So my left defenseman gets it to Nordy. So there's going to be a penalty on the play, and probably on him, I would think. Yes, he gets an extra penalty with Scott Stevens. So another power play for me. We have yet another opportunity to try to take the lead with a power play. So any player, I'm going to say Bellows, give it to Brian Bellows. All right, Bellows has an outside shot and a 72% passing rating, so I'm going to pass the puck. And it's an inside shot for the left wing. And that's Modano. And it looks like Modano will get the shot. And it goes to the defensive right defenseman. All right, so I have a select a player for a shot. It's going to be Bellows again. This time I may even try to get him inside if he, yeah. I'm going to try to penetrate inside. No, doesn't look like it happened. No, they took the puck away. He wasn't able to get inside. Successful skate, Suter. Okay, now what happens? Okay, Gagne has an outside shot option, but he can pass, so I'm going to have him pass again. And he lost control of the puck. Nice, 72% passer. Can't make that pass. Okay, we're still on the power play, so Bobby Smith again. And he gets a split 7 result. 10, yes. And the result, a G plus, means that it's a goal, a 1 to 10. A G plus 10 means it's a goal 1 to 10 if my team is on the power play, which we were, and that's Bobby Smith's 3rd goal of the season and 3rd goal of this game, with an assist from Brian Propp, and he's accounted for all of the scoring for our team, so he's the guy to get the puck, I suppose. I mean, you know, you've got all these other great guys like Madano and Gagne and, you know, Propp, but no, it's Bobby Smith doing all, and the hat trick, not to mention. So Smith has the hat trick. You got to believe that's going to get him a star of the game, regardless of how this game ends up. Okay, let's see if I can move ahead. Game, quick play to, I'm going to quick play to 5 minutes left in the second period. And you can see he actually scored. Or no, I did. I scored another goal. Nice. Let me see if we can. There probably is a way to bring up the box score and see who scored, but we'll see that at the end. So that's nice. So now we have just over 4 minutes left in the second period, and we're up 4-3. And Glenn has a shot. He gets a defensive right wing. I wanted to move this along because, I mean, it can be kind of dry, and I don't want, you know, and it is just a highlight-driven game, so it's really just a lot of scrolling of information along the sidebar while you watch not much going on the ice surface. And so is this, yeah, right, Clark Gillies, another guy, Clark Gillies. Who went on, I think, to coach the Canadians at some point later on. So, outside shot, take the puck away, outside shot only for Dolan. Defensive right wing. That was a save by Joseph, and then the right wing picked it up. So I like I like the hockey game, the computer game. I think it has to grow on you. Right when I first saw it, I didn't really like it that much. I wasn't that impressed. But then I joined a league, and that forced me to have to be interested in like playing my own games. And as I kept playing, the game actually kind of grew on me, and I started to like it more. So that's amazing. We're up 4-3. I mean, but like I said, the North Stars, the 90-91 North Stars, did have a good scoring offense. They had a lot of goal scorers. Their goaltending was terrible. So let's see what we get here. Save, and then defensive right wing picks it up. And there's 1:14 left in the second period. Okay, Prop has an outside shot. I'm going to try to penetrate with Brian Prop. And he failed to penetrate, just barely. He had a 1-12 chance, and it came up a 14. So, and really up 4-3 with the waning seconds of the second period. I really just should be throwing rubber at the net, I guess. But outside shot for center. So an outside shot for Bobby Smith, and he's going to try to penetrate. Looks like he's not going to make. No, he passed, and an inside shot for the right wing, Smale. So Doug Smale from the inside. He gets a defensive left wing. Saved by Joseph, and then sent to the defensive left wing. Next action. And we got 5 seconds left in the second period, so going to be picking up quickly here. Duchesne with an outside shot, and he's not good at passing or at penetrating, so I'm just going to have him shoot. Just throw rubber at the net, especially with the waning seconds. And he gets a defensive center saved by Joseph, and defensive center picks it up, and that should be the end of the second period. And it is. So we start the third. We're up 4-3. And Neil Broughton gets the puck, or he's taking the face-off versus Oates. And we have it. Oh, there's somebody's face. Who is that? Dolan? Alf Dolan? All right, so I got an Alf Dolan picture in the computer at least. I should actually try to put some more guys in there now that I'm going to be playing this season. Jim Johnson has the option to intimidate Scott Stevens, and he will, 75%. Grabs him, spins him around, possible penalty. I got a penalty for it. Yeah. Jim Johnson going to the box. So we'll see what happens here. Well, nobody can really get control of the puck, it looks like. Failed to penetrate Cavallini. Tried to get inside. He got a roll of 16 when it was a 1-11 chance. And Broughton loses the puck. Inside shot for the left wing. He gets a defensive center, but we don't have a center, so probably going to go back to him somehow. He failed to penetrate inside with the guy that had the puck, and so now Berezan has the puck. Inside, he loses the puck, and there's an inside shot for the right wing. It's kind of weird. I don't know why it doesn't give me the option to do things like skate with the puck or ice the puck. Or if anybody out there knows, maybe I have the wrong setting on to do that. I don't know. But here's Brett Hull, so that can't be good. But it is, well, I mean, it's not a goal, so it is good. But it goes to the defensive center, which I don't have. Inside shot for left wing or with intimidation from the right defenseman, and he is going to try it because he's got to. And so we get the puck back. Hopefully we can get this out of here. Inside shot for center. Outside shot for puck is, I guess, changing hands here. Alright, so we have the puck. There is 17:22 left in the third period, and we're up 4-3 still. Only by the grace of God, because we have a terrible goalie. Mike Modano has a chance for a shot. I'm going to let him take the shot. Cavallini misses him, so he's in. I guess he's inside. Taking a shot, an inside shot. And he gets a 7, which is saved by Joseph and goes to the defensive right wing. $16:40 left in the period. Lose puck inside shot for center. Okay, Bobby Smith. Can he add a fourth goal and possibly fifth, because we don't really know who scored the other goal, the fourth goal, when I was quick playing through. But it's saved by Joseph, goes to the left defenseman Cavallini. So what's happening here? Giles has an outside shot. Kurt Giles, I'm just going to have him take it. We're just going to throw rubber at the net. There's 16 minutes left, and we're up by a goal. Rebound. We get a rebound, and I have a chance to deflect it, and I'm going to say yes. I usually always will say yes for a chance to deflect instead of taking the rebound chances with the rebound. And that comes up saved by Joseph, and then it goes to their left wing. Or no. Yeah, all right. Anyway, Garth Butcher somehow ends up with it. He's not the left wing, but outside shot for left wing. Player penetrated, so he's inside with Lowry. That's a defensive left wing. So goes to Bellows. It's been one thing that's been helpful is that he has a lot of guys with high penalty ratings. This St. Louis team had a bunch of goons on it, I guess. Of course, so did we, apparently. So we got 14:22 left in the third period. And again, you know, what I like about the computer game over the, the board game is sometimes you'll forget to move that little marker, but the computer is not going to forget. So we got Brian Propp taking a shot from the outside, I guess. And he comes up with a defensive left defenseman stopping the puck. And now there's 13:49 left. Outside shot for the center. Player penetrated. So, what's this going to be? Dan Quinn? Yeah. And he gets an X any player. So I can give it to any player, and again, I'm going to use my method where I give it to... Alright, last time I gave it to Tenorti because he was across from an A, but he's a bad one himself. So I'm going to give it to Prop, because Prop is across from... You know what? I'm going to give it to Madano, because he's across from a B, and he's probably not a very high penalty guy. And a B is a high enough penalty that he could cause a problem. All right, now Smale has it because the line's changed. All right, he had a player penetrate, Rich Suter. And he's going to get a goalie rating and a goal of 11, or a draw of 11, which is a rebound. So any offensive player takes another shot, and this is a rebound shot, so it's going to be an even better chance, but it goes to the center. So Casey does make this a key stop, and Bobby Smith has the puck back. And they take away the puck, but they have an outside shot only. And that's going to be Ron Wilson on the outside shot, and it goes to the defensive left defenseman after a save by Casey. So Glenn has it, and there's 12:07 now left in the third period. Inside shot, right wing intimidation. 22% or 25% Bellows intimidating. I'm going to do it. But he didn't stop him, so now Brett Hull inside. He gets a goalie rating, and it's a roll of 5, save either defenseman. Thank God. All right, so Glenn, I'll give it to Glenn. And now it's Tenorti because the defensive line's changed. Stevens has the puck. Now Jim Johnson has the puck. I said before that it was Ulf Dolan. I guess it was Jim Johnson. So, yeah, we got a chance to intimidate 50%. Definitely going to take that, even though it is with Tenorti. And so Butcher is going to have an inside shot. And the defensive left wing stops it. And Bellows has it. 8:42 now left. Outside shot for the center. All right, Neil Broughton has an outside shot chance. I'm going to try to penetrate. And he did penetrate. All right, so he had a 1 to 12 chance. He got a 10. So Neil Broughton from inside. Hopefully, I mean, a goal here could probably put it away for us. And now he gets saved by Joseph, and the defensive center picks it up. So 8:42 left. We're still not out of the woods because we only have a 4-3 lead. And now Gagne has the puck. Quinn has the puck, change of possession. Penalty. Uh-oh, it's going to be maybe on Gagne. Yep. So now we got to fight off a penalty with 6:56 left. Okay. We'll see what happens here. 40%. Oates is plastered. He plastered. All right, Dahlquist got the puck from Oates. Nice. We needed that. All right, now Oates got the puck back, and he's got an inside shot, I suppose. Lose to defensive center, although there is no center, so St. Louis picked up the puck, but their player failed to penetrate, and so Smale has it. There's 5:38 left, and we have a 1-goal lead. Now Oates has it inside. And that's going to be a rebound. Casey stopped it. Juicy rebound. Dave Gagne. Oh, the penalty to Gagne is over. And the defensive left defenseman gets the puck. So 4:51, time is running out for them. We're leading in shots 28-22 and in goals 4-3. But Garth Butcher has another shot. Looks like an outside shot, though. So lose to anybody. And again, I'm going to pick the highest rated penalty guy that doesn't have my own penalty guy. I'm going to say Duchesne, who's across from a B. All right, Doug Smale has an outside shot option, and he's not good at passing or penetrating, I don't think. So he's just going to shoot it, especially with 4:11. We're just going to send rubber at the net and see what happens. And that's going to be a save by Joseph, and the defensive center picks it up with 4 minutes and soon to be under 4 minutes possibly left. So now any time he should be, well, not quite yet, but soon he should be pulling the goalie. Possible penalty. There is a penalty, but I don't know who it's on. Probably on us, because Oates has the puck. Yep, Tenorti. Man, we cannot afford these penalties. 3:34 left, so that's going to be almost close to the rest of the game. All but like a minute and a half of the rest of the game is going to be, we're going to be shorthanded. So he doesn't, and one good thing about that is he doesn't have to pull the goalie. But an interesting question would be, should he pull the goalie? Got a 30% chance to intimidate, lines him up, but he can't take the puck away, so Dan Quinn will have an inside shot. Defensive center. Player penetrated, so we've got another guy inside. Quinn again. Rebound. Taken by Minnesota, so we've got the puck. But he lost the puck, and it's an inside shot for the center. So staving off this penalty is going to be, it's going to be the key to the game, I think. Dan Quinn again. He gets a goalie rating plus. Yeah. No, that was a save. How was that a save? A 10 maybe, because he rolled a 14, I suppose. Oh man, and now we've got another penalty on top of that. All right, Giles is going to serve it. Uh-oh. And, oh man, we're going to be really short-handed here. If we can fight through this, oh man, a 3-on-5. If we can fight through this, we're going to come out golden. But, I mean, it's going to be... I don't see how it's going to be possible. Possession after the face-off, I'm going to give it to Glenn. Okay, so the next action, 2:44 left. And Berezan has an inside shot on a 3-on-5. Short-handed. That's pretty good. Saved by Joseph, and it goes to the center. Defensive center, but there's 2:44 left, 1:34, so pretty soon that penalty should be over to the first guy, and it is. So now it's a 5-on-4. And Berezan off to the races again with another inside breakaway shot. And he gets a save by Joseph with the right, going to the right wing. And they should be pulling Joseph now. I mean, they're down by a goal with 1:29 left. And Berezan again takes the puck away. Now it looks like Prop has it. And Gagne has an inside shot. Goes to the defensive right wing after a save by Joseph. 50 seconds left, and now they did pull the goalie. They finally did pull the goalie, but with only 50 seconds left in the game. I don't know if that's too late or not, but we'll see. It's going to be defensive right wing getting it. And that's it. And we won 4-3. And let's see the scoring summary. Bobby Smith had all 4 goals. Incredible. 4 goals by Bobby Smith. So let's see. We scroll down. Casey allowed 3 goals on 26 shots, which is really not that bad, really. And, of course, the first star is Bobby Smith, with Doug Smale getting the second star and John Casey getting the third star. So, hope you enjoyed that, and look forward to more games, as I will be playing more of my Play-at-Home League games for the North Stars. This was the first game of the season, and we won it 4-3 against St. Louis. Remember, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Ring the bell. Share it with people that might be interested. But for right now, it's Sportsman Z, Bob Zolke signing off.